Raging Fire stars Donnie Yen as an officer of the Regional Crime Unit with a long history of success on dangerous cases. However, his past soon comes back to haunt him when his former protégé seeks revenge against all those who have wronged him. This is written and directed by Benny Chan, who unfortunately passed away during post-production, and it hit theaters in a limited release over the summer before getting a VOD release last fall. Though it's one that slipped quietly under the radar, given I only found out about it in passing and didn't really hear too many people discuss it. But it seems like something that, if it hit a streaming service like Netflix or something, I'm sure people will talk about it more. And I even included it on a recent video I did about overlooked 2021 movies that you should watch. While in terms of story, it's more or less a standard film about revenge and the main character's past coming back to haunt them, it's also a fast-paced action thriller filled with some martial arts elements, featuring one of the most well-known martial arts movie stars in Donnie Yen. Now, I'm not quite as familiar with director Benny Chan's work, and will have to go back and check out his previous films, but it's clear he had such a great eye for what makes an entertaining action movie. Much of the plot revolves around Yen's character running around, confronting various goons and shadowy figures, and engaging them in shootouts and hand-to-hand combat. The structure is a little repetitive, with Yen just going from person to person, group to group, and then a fight breaks out, but I don't necessarily mind that Chan was basically looking for excuses for characters to get into it, because the choreography was slick, not full of constant jump cuts, allowing us to just soak in the moment. And a number of these setups, with characters jumping through windows or running around buildings, all while outnumbered, felt incredibly creative. And Chan doesn't skimp on these moments. We get a lot of these placed all throughout the film, and they were each such a fun time. Now, when it comes to the story, I'd say that's where the film was at its weakest, unfortunately. I know you don't necessarily go to a movie like this for something that's profound or heavy on character development, but it was quite obvious how thin everything was in service of its action scenes. A lot of the characters do act like caricatures, with Yen being extremely self-righteous, while the villains are basically these one-note cold-blooded killers. We do get explanations when it comes to characters' histories, but they feel intentionally glossed over, and the dialogue did seem a bit clunky from time to time. And while I don't necessarily want the movie to have these jarring tonal shifts where it suddenly turns into this somber character drama, I do wish it showed us just a bit more, rather than chalking up anything character-wise to just a few simple sentences. That way, it would give a lot more emotional weight to the action scenes. Because while these fight scenes are a lot of fun, after a certain point they do feel a tad on the hollow side, considering they only give us so much of a reason to root for some of these characters. Again, it didn't need to be anything too much more so that it throws off the pacing, but giving these characters some sort of distinct personality trait beyond self-righteousness would go a long way in making us even more invested in the higher stakes moments. So while there was a sense of satisfaction by the film's end, it didn't have quite the emotional resonance as it could have had. But still, Raging Fire is a solid blood-soaked action thriller that fans of these sort of movies should definitely check out. While it's far from the greatest in the genre, Donnie Yen is reliable as always, and whenever it cranks things up in terms of its action, which is often, it's a lot of fun, making this a film that should be talked about just a bit more. Raging Fire gets a 7.5 out of 10. So let me know, did you see Raging Fire, or are you planning to see it, and what were your thoughts? Was this one of your favorite action movies? Was it one of your favorite Donnie Yen movies? Let me know in the comments below so we can discuss. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and share it, and for more movie reviews and film discussion, please make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay updated. Thanks for watching everyone, and keep having fun with film.